Change Direct here in Elko, Nevada. Today I'm here with Lori Brown. She is with All Pathways Recovery, and she's here to talk about
My passion!
It's not a recovery program, it is a...
This All Pathways Recovery is a recovery movement to help tear down the walls in our community and bring more people an avenue of recovery and expression.
Okay. And then you said it wasn't just for recovery as in drug addicts or alcoholics. It's
Right.
recovery, it's got a bigger...
Yes, so All Pathways Recovery is defining recovery as knowing one or accepting one's limitations and seeking a new world of possibilities. And we are looking at recovery as we are all in need of recovery. Recovery from life, recovery from trauma, recovery from separation, isolation. So we are not just looking at recovery as being drugs and alcohol, although many of our members and many of the people that we do help, and I myself am in recovery from addiction, recovery from alcoholism, and recovery from food addiction. But we want people that have mental illness issues, people that have lost maybe a body part in a car wreck, maybe lost a child due to an illness, or maybe somebody that has mental illness. We want to be able to provide a peer support group settings that can really support anyone in their hurt and their struggles and give them an avenue and a resource out of their pain so that they are not dying in isolation. We want to bring our community together.
That's really good. Lori, you said something about if people come to you, because you're All Pathways, meaning anybody can come to you with any kind of recovery that they're having, you said that you can help guide them to certain paths, so what kind of group will help support them?
Definitely. One of the things that we want to express to our community is that at our meetings, we will have a list of resources that if someone comes in need, seeking some form of help, that we want to be able to direct them to that area. We come from a non-clinical place. We bring our lived experience, and we just want to be able to direct people to resources that are available in our community, because a lot of times people just don't know that there's something available. And we want to be on that list, and we want to have that list available to the people that come to our recovery meetings. And while we're on that spot, I just want to stop and say that we do have a recovery meeting that is at the Livingstone Church every Wednesday evening from 5 p.m. to 6:30. So, and don't worry about coming late. If you get off work at 5 and you can't get there till 5:30, we still want you to be there. That's why we made the meeting a little long. But you can come, and family members can come, children can come, and we just provide a group setting that is safe, that people can bring their struggles and their wins for the week, and that's basically what we share. And when you leave, we want to give you a resource card that tells you where you could go for help in case you weren't aware that there's a place that you can meet with fellow suicide sufferers, or people that are struggling from cancer, or anything that might be any of life's traumas, because trauma is really actually the gateway drug. We're all suffering and hurting, and we just want to bring an avenue of healing to the community and really tear down the walls. So it doesn't really matter what brought you to your pain or to your struggle. We just want to be there to support you.
Well, I'm kind of glad that you're bringing this up. I'm glad you reached out to me for this interview, because not a lot of people know about, when they have struggles and who to go to, and it's nice to have someone that you can go to talk to, and feel comfortable with, and in a group setting that you can share, that here's my experience and here's your experience, and we can kind of all work together to become stronger people, and just continue on.
One of the things that is my passion about All Pathways Recovery is tearing down those walls and really not having to put people into categories of, well, you hang with these people, because even in recovery, I was still leaving my family at home to go be in my recovery group. And so All Pathways Recovery, people are allowed to bring their family members so that we can all recover in the same room, and I don't have to fit into a box. I can be in recovery and just be with people, and it really doesn't matter what the problem is to get me there. I just need help. I just need to talk to another human being sometimes, and I just need to tell them to tell me that it's going to be okay and that somebody's listening.
Right.
So It's
gonna
kind of
be okay, I'm
exciting.
listening.
Exactly.
So you have a bunch of events coming up.
We do.
So can you tell us about some of these events?
All right.
It's backwards, I'm sorry.
This first flyer is actually a candlelight vigil and a torch relay. This is in conjunction with Addict to Athlete and Addict to Artist. Those groups have joined together with us on Friday night, September 20th in Lamoille Grove. We're going to do a candlelight vigil. We are going to light the candle for those that we've lost, and we are going to carry a torch for those that are needing to get brought out of the darkness into the light. And they are actually doing a 30-mile relay with runners, and they will have everything lighted. Everything will be safe. I'm pretty sure we'll have law enforcement or maybe even a fire truck to follow us. We're hoping that's in the works, trying to get everything in place so that these runners can run all through the night and carry a torch into the city to kick off our next event, which is Saturday, September 21st, and that will be at 8 o'clock in the morning. That is All Pathways Recovery. We're celebrating National Recovery Month, which is September, and All Pathways is seeking vendors and people to show up in the park on Saturday the 21st. After the torch comes in, we will have vendors down there that are just showing people that we're living whole and well in our lives. Some of us are business owners, some of us are into music and art and yoga, and some people use their talents to make jewelry, and some people are selling essential oils for wellness. There's so many things out there that people are doing to make themselves whole and have they're living well in their lives. And whether it's been from addiction, or whether it's been from an abuse, or whether it's been from a loss, people are living successfully, and we want to bring those people out into the light of the city and show the people that are actually still suffering that, hey, you can come out of this and you can heal, and we want to be there for you, and we want to show the city that we are actually living functional, happy, healthy lives.
Right, and then you have one more event.
And
one
this-
more event
yes,
the same
one-
day.
One more event, and it is at the museum. We are showing a movie, and this is a recovery movie from drugs and alcohol. And this movie is an excellent movie that I feel would be amazing for the Elko community, for the teen community. It's called Generation Found. It is an independently filmed over the course of 2 years, and it's talking about recovery high schools that are popping up all over the country. And I would love to see a recovery high school come to Elko, because I see so many teenagers that get involved in drugs and alcohol, and they might go to a short little program or something, or they might be involved with law enforcement or probation and things, and then they get sent back to their same homes that really might be dysfunctional and might even have drugs and alcohol with their parents. And the Sober High School is really something that would be amazing to have them engaged for an entire year of their lives, and maybe even 4 years of their schooling, to be in a safe environment where they're learning how to live and cope in recovery and have clean and sober lives. So you're all invited to come to that movie. There are 90 seats, and
It is an RSVP.
it is an RSVP, but if you show up down there, we haven't had 90 people RSVP as of today. So if you can make it to the museum at 6 p.m. on Saturday the 21st, we'd encourage anybody that's interested to be there. And we will have a question and answer panel after the movie that you can just ask us about All Pathways Recovery, or even ask us about addiction, because most of the people that are in All Pathways Recovery currently are people who are recovered and living sober and clean lives. And my passion is food addiction at the moment, and I just really like to be able to be there for people who are suffering alone in silence and food addiction, because food addiction is something that is rampant in our country, and most food addicts aren't stealing chips from Maverick and going to jail. We're budgeting our money on our couches and dying alone eating cookie dough at midnight, stuff like that. So
Lori, how can people get a hold of you?
people can get a hold of me by my cell phone number, 775-934-2263, or allpathwaysrecoveryelko@gmail.com. And we're also on Facebook. We have All Pathways Recovery on Facebook. And all of the events are on the calendar on Facebook also, under the Candlelight Vigil and the All Pathways Rally.
Perfect. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate
Thank
you
you.
doing this interview.
I thank you for your time.
Thank you.
I look forward to seeing people in Elko getting some healing from their brokenness. This is just one more avenue that we're trying to help out our community in any way that we can.
It means a lot.
Yeah.
The community needs this. It
Yeah.
really does. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in. Cheryl Henning from Century 21 Gold West Realty, visiting with Lori Brown from All Past Recovery. If your business is interested in doing an interview, please contact me. Below there's a link that says interview my business, and I'll give you a call here in the next couple of days. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.